What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to talk about my little goals for Halloween. It is my favorite time of year. I love that it's cooler. I am not a good summer person. To me, summer kind of feels like I'm being stung by 1,000 bees, so I'm not necessarily a fan. I'm the type of person, as you can see, I'm quite pale. I'm the type of person that wears sunscreen all year. And when it starts getting cooler and I'm starting to be able to wear more layers, I will be out and about more. I really love that. And then the other things about the season that I really like is I love Halloween. I love everything that's kind of darker. I like horror movies and I like reading horror. I like dark humor. Yeah, I like the leaves changing in the trees. I like all the things. I love pumpkin pie. Although I'm not a big fan of the pumpkin spice, I have to say that. But yeah, it's my favorite time of year. And so, unfortunately, for much of October, I was really sick, was not able to do much of anything. But now on the last days leading up to Halloween here, I have the ability to do a little bit. So I have a few goals, and you can let me know what your goals are for the season leading up to Halloween, what movies you're interested in for the season, and what books you're reading, and all those things, and maybe we can share ideas. I want to talk about some of the books that I'm looking at reading. To start off with, I want to share what some of my book inspirations have been. I used to read quite a bit. A couple of years ago, I moved provinces. I'm Canadian. And because everything was up in the air and everything was in boxes and whatever, my Kindle was my best friend. And in that year, I read 138 books. And that was a ton. And people are usually shocked when I tell them that. But it was a situation where it was like, I didn't want to spend money. I didn't want to do anything. Everything was packed up. So other than work, what did I want to do? I wanted to just cuddle up and read. I was stressed out with everything. So all I wanted to do was that. And I watched YouTube. And the YouTube bookish community. And I want to say thank you to some of these people, and some of these channels really inspired me along the way. And so this is not a definitive list, but definitely this is the most common channels that helped me get through and get inspired with some of the things that I read. All of them will be linked in the description, so please go and check them out. They have some really interesting books and takes, and they have totally different personalities because I'm very much a mood person. Sometimes I want something really dark and heavy, and other times I'm wanting something more light. So I think that there's a little bit for everybody here. But you can let me know as well if there's somebody that you think that I should check out. Some of the people that I want to shout out, Plagued by Visions was a big motivator for me because he likes really dark and disturbing literature, and he presented this content in such a way where it was very safe. And it was very not like the literature that he was reading. So it didn't feel like, I was reading something that was heavy and the presenter was also heavy and dark and whatnot. So I definitely appreciated that. Criminale is another one. A lot of what he read and reads is it might be darker, but he also reads a lot of pulp, a lot of the lighter stuff, he has some really interesting tangents that he goes on for different styles of books and different genres. So definitely one to check out there. Erin Megan is another one where quite a range there too. But I want to say that some of what I read that she recommended was definitely spookier, but also lighter. I definitely enjoy some of hers and her personality and everything on her channel. Katie Coulson as well, hilarious. I love her personality, but lots of different books and very relatable. A good range there of different books, and I can say with all the creators that I've mentioned, I have read stuff that they've recommended and have thoroughly enjoyed them. So yeah, definitely check them out. For me, what I am wanting to do is editing, Catherine here. I messed up in the editing process, and I am going to start to talk about one of my favorite books. So here it is. The ones that I'm physically reading have not. And the first one is one of my favorite books. I love it. I've read it before. And it is The Boy Who Kicked Pigs by Tom Baker. And it is a very short book. It is a novella, I believe. Let's look. It is... Yes, I believe it's 124 pages, so it's definitely within that realm. But yeah, it's kind of nasty. It's lighthearted, nasty, but definitely if you have dark humor, you'll enjoy that more. I will have to look up to see what genre this book fits in. I'm not quite sure. It's just a good time. The story kind of follows him on his how he derives his humor on the expense of others, and how he gets his comeuppance. Without spoiling, that's the general gist of that. And so I'm going to be reading that before Halloween. I'm very excited to do that. The next book that I'm going to read is a compilation of ghost stories. And I know you can't see this book, but I'm going to put it on screen. It's from Roald Dahl, and it's called Roald Dahl's Book of Ghost Stories. And it is, in its entirety, it says this edition's 307 pages, which again is not a huge book. That should be doable. And the fact that they're short stories, I think might be okay for me, because I've had difficulty with reading long form. So those are my books that I'm going to physically try to read before Halloween. When this goes up, I believe it'll be the 23rd. So it gives me a little bit of time to get through both of those. The audiobook, I've editing me again. I just want to say that I heard this audiobook a few times, and that's a little bit confusing. It's new to me. So I haven't actually heard it, but I think I repeat myself when I say I heard it and I have seen reviews. So that's all I'm talking about here. Again, it was mess up during editing and whatnot. So here you are. Heard a few times and has had mixed reviews, and it's Hyde by Kirsten White. And I hope that I'm saying that name correctly. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's the cover. And I can't quite remember the synopsis that I was told about this, but yeah, I'm gonna be listening to that. I'll probably listen to that tonight while I'm crocheting. And I got that audiobook from an app for the library. Here's a shout out to libraries. Support your local library, because you know what? There's some really funky stuff there. I know a library in my city rents out, I think, musical instruments, as well as some places have like not only books, but like I got some audiobooks that I'm able to listen to for free. Like, you're able to take out so much more than just books. The one closest to me lends out computer games, Nintendo Switch games, and I adore my Switch, and I look forward to checking that out and seeing if there's a game that I want to try. I'm rambling, but support your local library. They're very important, and they're one of the last places that you can go, and it's not a place where you have to purchase something to exist there. And that is an amazing thing. Anyway, okay, moving on. Streaming service that I use is Shudder. Now, for Shudder, I am watching 2 movies. I'm going to pretend that I'm going to be successful in watching these movies. The first one is found footage 3D, although 3D is not in the poster that I'm going to show, but it's in 2016. The interesting part about this movie is that IMDb says it's like a 5.3 out of 10, and Rotten Tomatoes says it's 100%. So I'm not quite sure what that means or how that's possible without thinking that somebody might have bought votes or something. But I'm interested to see what this is. I don't know anything really about it. I think it's found footage, but I'm not sure. And so I'm looking forward to this movie. Downrange is another one in Shudder, and it was in 2017. I don't know anybody in the cast by name, although I'm horrible with names. So it's very possible that I will see somebody in that movie and link that to somebody else in another movie. So if we're leaving Shudder, the other place that I find a lot of content is Tubi. And there's 3 Halloween-y movies that I'm looking forward to see that are very much along the lines of the season and getting up to Halloween. The first one is Candy Corn. It's a 2019 movie, and it stars Tony Todd, and the only reason I know his name is because he was in the Final Destination movies, and he's in Candyman, and I absolutely adore his voice. I'm a voice person, so if you have an interesting voice, I flat out love you. And another one, the other movie that I have on my list is Tales of Halloween, which is a 2015 movie with Lin Shaye. The last movie that I have on my list is One Night in October. It's a 2017 movie. I'm not sure if I know any of the cast, at least I haven't by name. And the pictures that I've seen of it, I haven't really dug into any of these movies, and I don't really know the synopsises. So I'm kind of going in blind, but truth be told, when it comes to Tubi and Shudder movies, I would prefer to do that. Those are my little goals for Halloween. Let me know what your goals are. Is it your favorite season right now, or what is your favorite season? Let me know also. A lot of people, this might not be their thing. They might enjoy Christmas more. They might enjoy something else. So let me know. And let me know what it is you're looking forward to. Editing me one last time. I really bungled up the ending, and I wanted to just say that I hope everybody is doing well with the situations that they find themselves today, and I will talk to you soon.